Friends and family, loved ones, and people who don't know me from Adam, welcome, what's up? So, I've heard time and time again that I can't understand issues concerning the black community because of the color of my skin. Alright, I don't know what it's like because I'm not black. Alright, fine. And I'm not being facetious with this. I'm not being, I'm not trolling. I'm serious about this. I want to ask some questions. And I want to understand the answer to these questions. I'm not a stupid person at all. I consider myself, and a lot of people do consider me intelligent. So I'm going to put my intelligence to use. And I want to ask a few questions and just give my opinion on certain things. And the first thing I want to ask is, how did George Floyd die? And the reason why I'm asking is because there are two sides of the story. The first side is the original side, which is Derek Chauvin knelt on him for 9 to 11 minutes, whatever the number was. I believe it was 9, and he suffocated and died. Okay, I that's feasible. It's possible. The second, which Candace Owens, whom I respect a lot, believes, is that he died of a drug overdose. Now, I can understand that because fentanyl is very powerful. That's what they found in his system, apparently. Or at least it's what they say. And fentanyl is what took the life of my cousin. Rest in peace, Vic. It's 50 times more powerful than morphine, and morphine will kick your butt. So I can understand both sides, but I don't know which is which. Now, if it was the fentanyl that killed him, if he did die of a drug overdose, why is Derek Chauvin in trouble? Why is Derek Chauvin paying for a crime that apparently he didn't commit if fentanyl is what killed him? I'm curious about that. Okay. Now, following the George Floyd case, his death, I'm curious, and again, I'm being serious. Why were people rioting and looting, burning down places that had nothing to do with police officers or anything else? Why were people doing that? Why were people hurting other people based on that? Another question is this Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Why are people saying that the Kyle Rittenhouse case has to do with race when Kyle Rittenhouse is a white person and the people that he shot were white people? Is it because of the whole if it was a black dude argument where, if it was a black dude, the circumstances would have been a lot worse? Another question is, why is it whenever a black person is killed by a police officer, people bring up Dylan Roof, who, if y'all don't know who he is, he shot up a school, or he shot up a church. I'm sorry. It was a black church, and instead of being killed by the cops in a standoff, he was arrested. There was a rumor that they took him to Burger King, which is not true. They brought Burger King to him when being questioned because he wasn't answering questions without it, and he was hungry. But I'm just curious as to why, when one incident happens within the black community, they bring up an incident in the white community and they seem to circumvent or change the narrative of the event that happened with the black person. And again, I'm being serious. I'm not trying to gotcha anybody. I really want to understand this logic. Another question that I have is, if white people calling black people the N-word is racist, how is black people calling white people crackers not racist? They're both disparaging remarks based on the color of a person's skin or their race. Why is that okay? I don't understand how it's not racism on both sides. And I'd like to know, is it that power and privilege argument? Because if that's the case, does that mean that black people with more power and privilege than, say, I have, does that mean that they can be racist against me because they have more power or privilege than I have? Because I can honestly tell you that I have no power whatsoever in this life. I'm a simple cashier at my job. When it comes down to privilege, my life, my whole house is a room. I have 4 walls. And it's not a privilege that I have because I want this privilege. It's a privilege because I have nowhere else to go. So is Kanye West able to be more racist than me because he's got power and privilege? I would love to know. Another question that I have is, why is it that um, the black community only bring up when white people kill black people or when cops kill black people, but they ignore um, the statistic about black on black crime, which takes the lives of more black people than white people and police combined. Why is it such a taboo thing? Why is it such a hard thing for the black community to kind of say and use? Why is it hard to admit to? And I think one that really aggravates me, a question that I have to ask and that it aggravates me that I don't really get a good answer to this, is why is it that black people can tell white people that they don't have a say so in what uh in any conversation concerning black people because they are not black and don't know what it's like, when black people can just turn around and have any opinion that they want about white people even though they don't know what it's like to be white. Again, like I said, these are all questions that I have. I would love it if somebody could just like enlighten me on some, all of these questions. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be a troublemaker or a crap disturber. I am trying to understand these things because, according to many black people, I am a white man and incapable of understanding these on my own. So I need a black teacher. I guess that's the closest thing to sarcasm you'll get in this video. But yeah, I'm curious. So I love you guys. I believe in equality, all lives matter, etc. So everybody, y'all have an equally great day. Deuces.